Reasons why most people are broke and how you can avoid it. Have you ever wondered why most people live paycheck to paycheck? A third of Americans can't even afford a $400 surprise expense, but the interesting thing is that there are some things you can do about it. In this video I hope to answer a few of your questions and provide more insights. So just make sure you watch until the very end. Without further ado, let's get started. There could be several reasons why most people are broke. Some of these things are out of people's control. This could be due to inflation, rising living costs, wages don't keep up with the changing economy, and so on. But even with this in mind, many people can make adjustments to their finances that will help offset these issues or eliminate them entirely. When it comes to your finances, what should you do? What are some things you can do in your everyday life that will help you achieve a more stable and secure future? The first step is to set clear financial goals. A lot of people don't make a plan for their future. That is one way why they remain financially unstable. How can people be financially stable if they have no plan? But what even are financial goals? Financial goals are clear, achievable, and well thought out plans for your finances. They help you get a direction in regards to the financial aspects of your life. These goals might be to get out of debt in 5 years, earn twice as much money, find a better paying job, save up to $10,000 or anything with the same objective. Make sure you have a specific and clear details about your goals, so you can easily work towards achieving them. You need a rough roadmap on how to get there, but it needs to be within your reach. Think of it as taking small steps towards your long-term money-related goal. If you're unclear on what your goals are and don't have any plans, you're going to find yourself in a position where you are unsure about what to do with your money. You're probably going to spend money as usual on things you don't need. Once you've determined your financial goal, you need to start preparing for any emergencies which may come up. As I said earlier, 1 in 3 Americans can't afford a $400 surprise expense. So what do they have to do as a result? Do they just hope it will fix itself? Of course not. This is when they will turn to credit cards so that the expense can be paid off. This can ruin someone financially, and cause a person to enter into a cycle of constantly being in debt. This will make it tough for them to save up for a potential future emergency, or for other ambitions they may have. That being said, what can you do in order to avoid that? The answer is simple. Try saving up. You don't have to go out of your way to save money. Spending a little bit less here and there every day can make a huge difference. Saving $10 each day leads to a sizable savings in a relatively short period of time. If you do this for an entire year, odds are you'll be better off than 1/3 of Americans by then. If you manage to save more, that will happen even faster, but you don't need to save up for that reason. It is important that you have enough money saved up to cover a car breaking down, some dental work, a small medical emergency, or anything else that might come up. Another reason why people are broke is a lack of budgeting. People don't always budget, and at the end of the month they scramble around trying to find money and wonder where did all the money go. Although budgeting can be difficult and time-consuming, there's a main reason you want to invest the time in it. It'll help you make better decisions. Whether you want to know exactly how your income was spent or just have an idea of where the money went, budgeting can help provide some insight. It's much easier to save money when you have a list of every expense. Why is it easier? Because it is an easy way to see all the non-essential things you spent a lot of money on. You can figure out how to save more money next month when you look at possible expenses to cut from your budget. Budgeting also allows people to keep track of their expensive habits. Most people, even those who are poor or struggling, have expensive habits. There are a lot of habits we undertake on a daily basis without giving much thought to them, like going out to bars, smoking, and eating out. All of these things can be rather addictive, and quickly get expensive. If you smoke a pack of cigarettes every day, you'll be spending hundreds of dollars per month just on cigarettes. Eating out is also a costly habit, even if you only do it once a week. Think about the money you could have saved or invested. Now I'm not saying to never do these things. You can still go out to eat, go shopping, and have fun. Just be mindful of your consumption. Try to limit the amount of cigarettes you smoke and just go out on special occasions. You can use these two things to contribute to an increase in savings. Plus, if you don't do that, it will affect your long-term financial picture by not investing in it. Most people are broke because they refuse to save money, which is in turn because they cannot bear to wait until retirement. Until then, they spend all their time and effort on having fun and being happy in the present while neglecting the future. This attitude is totally understandable as waiting can be difficult sometimes. But people seem to go to one extreme or the other. They either spend all their money now without saving anything, or they save every penny they can and never have fun for decades. You should make it a point to strike the right balance in life. This means having enough time both to do your work and have fun. You should go outside and have fun. But you also need to do it less regularly so that you can save money. It is important to find the right balance between these two things. This will help you live a fulfilling life while still being able to invest in your future. Besides those things, there are a few other things you can do to avoid being broke. Avoiding bad debt is one of the best strategies, and it should be your go-to plan. A bad debt is when you take out a loan to buy something that will definitely depreciate in value quickly. Cars, appliances, vacations and phones are all examples of things that are usually considered bad debts. Even if you manage to resell the things you buy, you'll be selling them at a loss. Meanwhile, good debt is the opposite of that. You're going into debt to buy stuff that will increase in value. Usually that means buying a property, which will be worth more than the amount you've paid by the time you finish paying your debt. This is another thing you need to watch out for if you don't want to be broke. Spending money to impress others or make them think better of you. People often buy expensive items to show they have money to spend and also get an instant feeling of satisfaction. However, that sense of satisfaction doesn't usually last. To do that, try asking yourself questions like, why am I buying this? And, do I really need this expensive item? Whenever you plan on spending a lot of money on anything, do you really need the latest iPhone? Or do you just want people to think that you are more accomplished and successful? If that's the case, then you shouldn't do it. Rather than spending that money on a new phone or car, you can use it to invest in a fund. Instead of buying things you don't really need, just invest a portion of your monthly salary. Investing 10% of your monthly salary into a fund with a higher rate will reward you a lot of money in the long run. It's always a smart idea to start investing as early as possible. The earlier you begin, the more time your investments will have to appreciate and earn a higher rate of return over time. There are many other tips to follow, but not all of them will work for you. You'll have to figure out which ones are best for your situation. This should provide a good guideline you can follow, so you can avoid going completely broke. Here's hoping you guys enjoyed the video. If so, please give us a thumbs up since it helps out the channel a lot. If you liked this video, be sure to subscribe below with notifications on, so you won't miss any future videos. If you have questions or suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comment section down below, and thank you for watching.